Okay, so I'm doing the first of my request videos, so if you have any video requests, I'll put a link on the screen now so you can go to that video and leave all your requests there. I have 4 hutches, so what I'm going to do is a tour of 3 of them today and one another day, which is the girls. I've got 4 girls and a neutered boy all in together, so they go in there. I'll just show you what I've done at the moment. There's 3 hutches, one of them's under the trees here, I'm also standing under the trees, and I'll just go and show you what I have moved them from. Okay, so as you can see, everything over here is quite a mess right now because I just kind of like tipped everything at the hutches and moved them, and I'm just in the process of sorting out this larger hutch. If you remember my last hutch tour video, which I'll put a link again on the screen to now. By the way, you don't get links to videos on the screen if you're on tablet or phone. You have to be on a computer to get the annotations that I put on the screen, just so you know. Yeah, all the hutches were kind of along the wall here, and they were like in front of where I'm standing now, like in front of these 2 walls. But apart from today, because the mist's just come rolling in, you can see there, that's normally where the beach is. It's just mist. Yeah, so this is a bit of a sun trap here, so it was just too warm, and if I wasn't around to put them out during the day or something like that, the water bottles were getting warm and they would just get really hot, and you'd run the risk of heat stroke. Okay, so what we've done is we're cutting back the trees and we're actually going to cut them all down, and the hutches are all going to go under here. So I've started moving them across, and I've actually made some makeshift runs, because in the morning obviously we've got to put out 11 guinea pigs, and that just takes a lot of time to set out the runs, put them out, do water bottles. So if I can just open the doors and let them go down into their runs, it's a whole lot easier. So what we're doing is we're going to get the big run for the rose cottage that attaches to the front of that. So that's going to be a lot easier. And then that run up the top there, it's a little bit blurry, but you can see that there. That run attaches to this hutch, so that's going to be attached back on there, and that's going to be Ollie and Mac's hutch, but at the moment it's Basil and Brodie's. Ollie and Mac are in here, and Cal and Pickler over here. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to zoom in or move closer without disturbing him. You see Cal down there. He's got his eyes closed, he's having a little siesta. So I won't start with their hutch as I was just about to. I will start with the small green one. So this is Basil and Brodie's at the moment, and there isn't a water bottle attached to it because it's attached to the run that they're in. So this was custom made to go with the run, and it's 4.5 foot by just under 2 foot. It's narrow, so it could go on top of the run. And so obviously that's why it's quite a long door at the front. And they've got a treat stick and their knobbly gnawer just on there to keep them occupied. I don't think they've ever touched it because they're not into chewing yet. They're only about 15 weeks old, 16 weeks old. So on the inside, just the usual hay box. Their nibble pellet bowl, which has Team Omega C and Country Basics in it. Cardboard tube, and then this was a woodland stuffed roll thingy-bobber. It was the hamster actually that ate all the stuff in the middle, and then I just stuffed it with hay as a bit of a boredom breaker for the boys. And then over on this side I've got one original lock on, and I put this one on separately because I didn't feel that it was safe enough when they're banging at the water bottle. And then over there they have shredded paper to keep them warm at night if it gets cooler. They haven't got a lot of bedding or substrate, whatever you want to call it, because it's been quite stuffy in the evenings in the hutches, it's quite warm. So they've just got lino tiles on the bottom because these are good once it actually gets hotter, some newspaper, so still a bit of extra warmth and enough sawdust to soak up any urine. Okay, and then on the top they've got their tarpaulin. If you want to see how I kind of put these on the hutches, if you click the annotation on the screen now, that'll take you to a video I made on how to make a waterproof hutch cover for under £5. Okay, so now I'll show you what I have done with Ollie and Mac. As you've seen before in other videos, this is just a separate homemade run. And what I've done is put the ladder in that's actually from the green hutch, because this hutch is going to be spare once I get another run and the boys got their new home. And then in there they've got their igloo. There's Ollie and Mac, and if I move forward, I don't think you can see around that. Yeah, there we go. They've got a water bottle down in the run. That's important as well. If you've got a run attached to your hutch, to put a water bottle on the run and the hutch, because guinea pigs aren't big smarty pants and they won't go back up in their hutch for a drink. They just lie there thirsty. They're a bit silly like that. And so this is the lid of the run, but obviously if it's on properly, they're not going to be able to go up the ramp into the hutch. So I've put that on the top, and it's held down with the door, and then just grids on the top. So as you can see, just a little bit of DIY going on here, but it works, and that's basically the main thing. So they can come up the ramp there. I did have to show them how to do it, but now they just come up and down. As you can see, there's sawdust down in there and things, and I can obviously, I've put right the edge of the run to here so that I can move it along, you know, as they eat the grass. So that's pretty cool. And then this is obviously their bedroom area up top here, and they've got some paper bedding in there, and again sawdust, because that's the substrate I choose to use. On the inside they've got their rattan, I think it is, tunnel, litter box. Hello Mr. Mac. We just missed him, but Mr. Mac just demonstrated how to do the run. Maybe Ollie will follow him. No, he says, I'm not coming up. I'm not coming up. Yeah, so they've got the tunnel, and then at the back they've got one of the extra large, well they're not extra large, or they're large, but it's not the small hay ball, it's a really big hay ball. You can see in comparison to my hand, so it's enough for 2 of them overnight. Pellet bowl, again, Team Omega C, and they got a little bit of the, what do you call it, it's Country Basic I think it was called. It was in my last video. And then water bottle on the outside here too. So I just keep this door closed because I don't want them learning to jump out of here. And say, hi Fluffbug. Hi Fluffbug. He's going to be getting a haircut this week because obviously a bit too hot for him. Okay, so I've done something very similar over here, and this was the triangle kind of shaped run, and you can see there again the water bottle, a hut, because guinea pigs really love their huts, but especially when they're running in a run it makes them feel safe. As you can see, Cal was just sleeping in his, and he's got a tunnel in there, and then they've got a tunnel under there too. And I'll just move up so you can see down here what I've done. I've just opened the door. There's only a little gap there, but we don't have anything that comes and eats them. We're not in an area where you get foxes or anything like that. And then they've just got a hay rack down there because it was on, I just left it. And then the run. So if we just walk back around here, they shall open the door. In here they've got their hay box, and haven't topped up their hay yet because they've been out. They haven't got access up to the top of their hutch because Cal and Pickle will tend to stay in the hutch rather than go down in the run, so I've put the ramp up. And then, I'm not going to be able to see me from this, but I'll move the plank back. There we go. On the inside of theirs, that's the ramp. It just goes down. I can show you. They'll probably want to come up. Isn't this a great view? There we go. The ramp just goes down. Hello, Pickle. They've got their food bowl up the back. It's one with rubber stoppers on the bottom, so they tend to push it down the ramp. See, there we go, straight up. Hello, Mr. Pickle. Hay ball, what's left of the treat stick. See, they both think, I want to be up in my house, I want to be in the house. Water bottle again, and chews. So, hello. So that's basically it. Just close all these doors again so nobody jumps out. And they've got another water bottle down in their under run. So, that's it. For those who requested it, I shall put your links in the description box. Sorry, I'm just fixing this on. So nobody escapes. I shall put your links in the description box. And that's people that request it on the request video, because I'm sure other people have requested before, and if you did, then I hope this is kind of thing that you're after. So those are the 3 hutches and runs that are on the grass at the moment. This isn't going to be permanent, so I guess I'll call these June hutch tours, because once they've eaten the grass they'll have to be moved. So I'll see you in the next video.